My grandparents is pretty wild. I'll give the quick version. They lived in like backwoods northern Florida in the 60s. My grandpa met my grandma when he was working at a service station and instantly fell in love with her. She lived a town over, and he couldn't get her out of his head, so he drives over to the town she lives in to find her. She pretty much isn't into it, and her dad didn't approve, but he was persistent. One day he shows up after it's been about a week and finds out she's ran away. She had just turned 17. Her dad basically tells my grandpa that if he finds her and brings her home, he will have his blessing. The thing is, she's gonna all the way to SF. They know this because one of her younger sisters spilled the beans, so my grandpa drives his beater-ass F-100 all the way across the country and manages to actually find her. This was back when there was no phones or anything, of course, too. He's literally just got her description in his mind and has never been in a place with more than like 1,000 people before this. He talks her into going home, and it winds up taking a couple weeks to get back. He's constantly breaking down and walking miles back and forth to the closest towns fixing his truck. He always brings her flowers and other cute shit, too. She winds up falling for him when it hits her that this guy she's met a handful of times has spent his entire life savings driving across the country for her. How he's completely happy to do it and is like doting on her the entire time. They got married like a week after making it home, had my dad and my 2 uncles. They lived all over the United States, and to this day, she's hands down the most precious thing in his world. They actually got divorced when I was about 6 because my grandpa started drinking after he got into an accident. He could no longer work, my grandma had to take over, and the blow to his pride sent him in a bad direction. They were split for like a month though, and wound up back together. He still struggles with the drinking, but he's never even raised his voice at her once, I don't think. If he did, I'd be very surprised. He was a complete redneck, and she was a little wannabe hippie. My grandpa is probably my favorite human on earth, the best mechanic I know, and despite his troubles with alcohol, one of the people I will always admire.